back, learners. Today we are going to resume a new topic of present perfect. As you can see, I have an example presented here. Da habe ich auf dich gewartet. When we talk about the present perfect, we have two verbs here. The helping verb and the main verb. The main verb is also known as the partizip zwei. The helping verb can either be haben, to have, or sein, to be. The main verb can be regular, irregular, or so-called mixed irregular in nature. Some of the examples of the main verb are gegangen, gone, gemacht, made or done, gewartet, waited. Now, the participle zwei can be any word, but how do we form the main verb? We have three different formations. The regular verb, the irregular form, and the misch form, the mixed form. As we already know, regular and irregular differ by how in the second and the third place of singular, and we have the translation as presented here. First, we will talk about the regular. The formation of the regular verb is as follows. Ge plus verb stem plus te. Ge is compulsory. Yeah, obviously that's German, so we have exceptions. Verb stem again compulsory. Okay, you have to take this verb stem of the verb. But again, we have exceptions. Now here I have added this ending et. But you would be wondering, why have I mentioned e inside the bracket? It means that e is optional. E might or might not be there, but t must be. Für Beispiel: gemacht, gewartet, gesagt. Gesagt means said. Verbs with t or d, wartet, reden, have et as the ending. That means et are generally put up with verbs with t, the bolded verb t and d. Now exceptions here again. Verbs with ieren ending have participle zwei without ge. As you can already see that we have already learned that ge is compulsory, but verbs ending with ieren do not have the starting ge. For example, telefonieren, telefoniert, studieren, studieret. Now, irregular form. Ge plus prefix stem, ending en. Für Beispiel: treffen, getroffen, gehen, gegangen. Now again, here we have optional e and compulsory n as ending. Remember, n, not t. Now the prefix stem is different from verb stem. The verb stem translates into prefix stem in irregular of the present perfect. But these are some common translations that we see in irregular forms of the main verb. I turns into o. Let me say this in German pronunciation. I, 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 I. Misch form, mixed form. Now always remember, if you find an irregular verb, it's not compulsory that it will come on the normal category. There's a different formation, but this only goes with irregular verb. Don't go by the name. Ge plus prefix stem plus et, the ending et. Here we have the same ge, our old friend, But the prefix term comes from the verb common irregular, but here we don't have the ending a t n. We have a te. Verbs ending with te, ke, arc, or sometimes starting with b. What does this mean? These these kinds of ending are generally with mixed form. Haben, oder Sein. Now when I said that the Hilfsverb, the helping verb, can either be haben or sein, you must be wondering, where do we use haben and where do we use sein? Here it is. Haben. Now it must sound that haben is an irregular verb, but no, it's a regular, and sein is an irregular. How do I say that? Look at the conjugation. Ich bin, du bist, sie ist, sie sind, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. This is of sein, to be. Ich habe, du hast, sie hat, sie haben, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. Here, as you can already decipher that the second place of the singular are different from our original verb. Wait, what's the original verb? The verb that goes with the pronoun wir is generally the original verb. But here we have an exception. Here, sein is the original verb. Is it different from sein? Of course. But in have, you can see that there's only difference in the ending, not in the verb stem. And therefore, haben is a regular verb and sein is an irregular verb. Now with this, you can easily decipher that with haben as regular verb, participle zwei will also be regular verb. Now you have to tell me in the comments that you agree or not. Most often used. It's most oftenly we find haben. Okay? Generally, we have possession or someone else's possession that we are talking about, or maybe expressions. But there are exceptions though. And try making differences with all the points that I have discussed here. Sein. We generally have sein with change of place from point A to point B, like this car here, das Auto. Change of state, you're sleeping and you're awake. Sein is an dash verb. Thus, if participle zwei is irregular, you choose sein. Post me in the comments. We also have adjectives, identification, date, time in sein. We always find these, but again, there are exceptions. So look at all the points. Generally, the most working verb one is the regular. If the participle zwei is regular, then you have haben, and the participle zwei is irregular, you have dash. So I suggest you use the first method.
You might be wondering why I have labeled this first statement red. If there's a fun activity for you, I have made a mistake in one of the sentences, or maybe more than one. You have to first find out whether the statement is wrong, and if it is, you have to make the correction. Post me the answers again in the comment section. The first one's here for you. Was bist du gestern Abend gemacht? I have already labeled that this one is wrong, but the others you might have no idea. What you've done yesterday afternoon? No, please don't go by translation. It doesn't work the way you think it does. Ich habe den Gebirge geklettert. I have climbed the mountain. Ich habe den Fußballkurs besucht. I have visited a football course. Ich bin für Kino gegangen. I have gone for movie. Ich habe Mathe gestudiert. I have studied math. Again, answer in the comments. Write answer in the description, so don't worry. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for your time. uploaded my new website, so don't forget to check it out. We have free courses, materials, videos and whatnot. You can simply get started by clicking the Get Started button. Here is the news section. You can get all the latest news here. You can simply click the Contact Us button and can reach how to contact us. We have courses again, quiz, materials, and you can simply click the material you want and reach it. This quick. And finally, you can save it.